Today's lesson is titled Order of Operations. And to begin, we're going to take a look at a very popular mnemonic device, which I'm sure you've seen before. It's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please is parentheses, E stands for exponents, M multiply, D divide, add, A add or addition, and S subtract. And notice that I've grouped together the M and the D and the A and the S, mostly because they're pretty much equal strength when solving an equation. That being said, if division comes before multiplication in the sentence, then you can solve division first. Same holds true for addition and subtraction. Always solving the problem from left to right. Let's take a look at our first example here. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There's no parentheses, no exponents. Multiplication, yes. So we're going to start by branching down. 2 times 7 is 14. Bring down your addition sign. And 3 times 6 is 18. And then we can group again. The answer is 32. And I always tell kids, if you've done it right, it roughly makes an upside down triangle. Example number 2. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplication and division, yes. And remember, although it says my dear, and multiplication's here and division's here, they're equal strength. So we're going to group these two first, and then these two, and bring everything else down with us. 0.5 divided by 0.5 is 1, and this is 0.25. Bring down my subtraction, bring down my addition, and bring down my first number here. Now Aunt Sally, same thing, addition comes first, so we can group here and subtract 0 and 25/100. This one probably will require you to solve it off to the side. And we end up with an answer of 1 and 25/100. Okay? Example 3, we have some parentheses this time. So when you work with inside the parentheses, you once again follow the order of operations inside of the parentheses. So just looking inside of the parentheses, are there parentheses within the parentheses? No. Exponents, no. Multiplication, yes. Okay. And then inside the parentheses, Aunt Sally. Okay. And then we have 16 times 7. And again, kind of roughly that upside down triangle shape. Answer is 112. All right, here's some practice. Pause the video. Be very careful. Take your time. Don't forget to bring down the numbers and the signs as you solve, and come back when you're ready. All right, let's see how you did on the practice. Very important that you follow all my steps throughout the practice to help you out in the future. Let's take a look at letter A. We had 5 plus 5 times 5 minus 5 divided by 5. We can see that the first thing we wanted to do was do the multiplication and the division. We brought down our 5 here, plus sign. 5 times 5 is 25. Brought down the minus sign, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. Then we did the addition and subtraction. 5 plus 25 is 30. Brought down my subtraction, my number, and then 30 minus 1 is 29. And notice that I didn't really try to do extra steps within that problem, so I get, again, this nice looking upside down triangle. Letter B, 2 times 10 plus 2 times 8. The first thing we did here was 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 8 is 16. We branch that down again, and we end up with 36 as our final answer here. Okay? On the right-hand side here, letter C, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We had some multiplication, and again, notice that I brought down the 5, the plus sign, took care of the multiplication, then I brought down the negative 1 or the minus 1. And I didn't do the division until my next step, so I brought down the 2 and the division sign as well. And again, I brought everything down, the 5 plus 6 minus 1, and I end up with 11 minus 1, which is 10. So again, just tackling one step at a time, and then bringing everything down line by line until I get a final answer. Last but not least, letter D. I brought down, I solved 1.8 times 20 on the side here. I ended up with 36, and I brought that down. And then 32 plus 36 is 68, and 68 was my final answer. Again, ending up with that roughly upside down triangle. And that's the end of your lesson.